И снова здравствуйте, дорогие друзья, меня зовут Леонардо, и мы продолжаем проходить такую замечательную игру, как Still Life. Сейчас мы находимся в Праге, точнее в флешбеке. Играем мы за дедулю нашей главной героини, которого зовут Густав, или как там, или коротко Газ. Сейчас мы должны расследовать, или как там, расследовать это убийство. Какое-нибудь убийство. Так, куда пойдем? В парк или в старую часовню? Давайте в старую часовню сначала.
What are you doing here? Why aren't you at your post?
Well, you told me to.
Never mind. Do you have any news, at least?
Yeah, the American is talking to the girl's boss.
So, he thinks he can move in on my women, huh? Well, my friend, if you ever see him, you may explain things to him.
Explain what?
Use that brute force of yours, you idiot!
Okay, boss.
I truly miss your brother. He was the smart one.
Yeah, I miss him too. Why can't we get him out?
Because I'd probably get arrested too, you moron! That's all Skalnik wants anyways. I have a feeling you'll blame me for all these murders. Why am I telling you this? Go back to your post. You see the American? You can rough him up.
Okay, boss.
I better steer clear of the big guy. The scrawny-looking guy was probably Ottokar Kubina.
Да, он сутенер, я же говорю.
Anyways, he was the pimp of the neighborhood. He worked out of this little lingerie shop, which acted as a front, of course. He owned a couple of joints in the district, including the cabaret where Ida used to work. I think he never forgave me for stealing Ida from that dive.
Что здесь? Так. В магазине я, естественно, пойти не смогу, да?
I better straighten things out with him later. I have other things to do.
Так. Сейчас мы вроде бы пойдем на другую локацию. Вроде бы. Да, вот новая локация появилась. Это у нас, кстати, что? Магазин белья. А это старая часовня, да? Так, не понял. Так, подождите. Я же только что в старую часовню пошел. Или это глюк какой-то, наверное. О, да, это точно глюк. Ладно. Что здесь у нас? Так, а реально, что здесь у нас? Вот пароход, ее вижу. Кошка анимированная. И проход на другую локацию. Но особого выбора у нас нету. Поэтому давайте пойдем вот сюда вот. Кажется, помню, что там будет. Нет, не помню. Это типа морг 18 века. Да? Тропики лежат.
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti.
Чего?
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti.
Это он крестился, да? Ну, извините, я просто не крестьянин, не христианин, точнее.
This place had the
Я
metallic
иудей,
smell of blood and the
поэтому не
stench of
понимаю
rotting
таких
flesh.
традиций.
This old chapel had been converted into an autopsy room. Now blood dyed its floor. Hello, Mr. Corona. My name's Gus MacFerson. I'm a detective that was hired to help my client. Hello? Sir? Hello?
Huh? What are you doing here? I thought I'd locked the door. Where is my cone? What are you trying to do? Give me a heart attack?
Sorry, Mr. Corona.
Who are you and how do you know my name?
Like I said earlier, I'm Detective MacFerson. Inspector Skalnik told me that I could ask you a few questions.
If Skalnik says it's okay, then it's okay.
Can you walk me through your observations of this victim?
Okay. The cause of death is like the others. The cut to the throat.
It can't be the multiple stab wounds or the evisceration itself?
No, I'm pretty sure of that.
What makes you so sure?
The one before her. The one we found in the park. She was killed in the same spot she was found. It was clear that it was the wound to her throat that killed her. The rest was probably done after.
And how did you come to that conclusion?
Because not much blood was coming from the other wounds. The heart was still beating when the throat was cut. I could tell by the amount of blood that had poured from the throat wound.
So you weren't sure about the cause of death until you saw the victim in the park?
Well, I had my doubts, but when I saw her, yes, she made things more clear.
And the same killer would use the same brutal techniques?
Precisely.
Does the victim in the park have any other differences from the rest of the victims?
Yes, the cut to her neck indicates an attack from behind. The rest, including this one, were attacked from the front. If only I had the other body, I could show you the difference.
That's okay. Really, I trust your judgment. You don't have the body, but maybe you have a file on the victim from the park?
Sure. The man who was supposed to come and get the file never showed up.
What man?
Skalnick's errand boy. He comes to get the files I make for each victim. He still hasn't come to get the one from the park.
Ah, I see. Well, I'll take Inspector Skalnick's file if you don't mind.
No, I don't really care.
Where do you keep your files?
In my safe over there. I can never remember my combination, so I wrote it on a piece of paper. You know, I think I lost it somewhere.
What happened to your hearing, if you don't mind my asking?
It happened in the Great War. I was a medical aide. Now we get the wounded from the trenches to the temporary hospital. One day we saw a wounded soldier in no man's land. We rushed to him, and a mortar shell exploded on my partner. I survived, but with hardly any hearing left.
So that's where you got your experience?
Yeah, mostly. Ironically, the war ended 3 weeks after the shell exploded.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Ладно, где тот сейф, про который он говорил? Наверняка где-то за 39 земель, да? Тут на столе ничего взять нельзя. Нет.
I hate this part of my job. Not a pretty sight. Poor doll. She never saw it coming. The cut to her throat is very deep. It was definitely a frontal assault. In every body, there's a puzzle waiting to be solved.
Да. Что такое? Кровь?
In every body, there's a puzzle waiting to be solved.
Блин, я хотел на этот слуховой аппарат накликать. Где тут сейф? Где? Вот это что ли сейф? Да нет.
These were installed recently.
Что это?
These were installed recently.
Я не вижу, у меня зрение плохое. Так, что здесь? А, вот и код. Так. Так, тихо, перевернись, перевернись. Рон, остань, пожалуйста. Вот он. Так, 748, 215, 36. Код, все, код мы знаем. Так, где тут сейф? Это вот это? Или что? Скорее всего, или что? Он там, что ли? Да нет. А, вот он. Так, чё? Так, не понял. Так. 748, 215, 36. А, типа мне надо отгадать, да? Что это такое? Наугад, да, если сделать? Нет, не наугад, конечно, не так. Ну, допустим, что это 7. 748, 215, 36. Семьсот 40. А что это такое? Вот эти не кликальные, это самое. Я на них навожусь, но ничего не происходит. Слушайте, а может с другой стороны этого листка что-то есть? Нет. Слушайте, а может это не тот сейф? Ладно. Так. Ладно, это, допустим, единица. Хотя единица, я знаю, в другую сторону смотрит. Так, 748. И что как там рандомно буду все делать. А может и нет. А может и да. Короче, ребята, до меня дошло наконец-таки, что надо сделать. Оказывается, вот эти вот кубики надо поставить вот сюда. Блин. Как-то мне это не дошло. Так. В принципе, сюда. Хотя нет. Вот так вот. 700. Вот эта семерка вроде бы. Это... Хотя нет, подождите, это... На восьмерку что-то не ходит. Хотя... Стоит попробовать. Может вдруг... Так, вот это вроде бы единица. А вот это двойка. Так, это сюда. А это сюда, да? Да? Может нет?
She was the only victim that had been attacked on the spot in the park. Maybe the police had overlooked something. I had to go see for myself.
Так, дай-ка я на эту фотку гляну. Сзади ничего нету, да? Ну да. Может вдали? Нет, нет, нет. Все, отправляемся в парк. Вроде бы уже пора. Хорошо, что они умеют бежать. А если бы тут как в Тунгуске было бы, я бы вообще сошел с ума.
Stay away from women!
Sorry, Mac. I like women too much.
I woke up with a splitting headache. It wasn't the first time my smart-ass mouth got me in trouble.
Так, и сколько времени прошло, когда нас вырубили? Слушайте, мы что, на кладбище? Это до меня только сейчас, походу, дошло. Мы реально, что ли, на кладбище? Скорее. Ну да, мы на кладбище. Так, кстати, мы где белья, это парк. Очередная шалава, да? Или нет? Скорее всего, да.
Why, hello there. Nice night for a walk, isn't it?
It's a little too
Я видел
German
тебя как шалава,
expressionist
да?
for my taste, but I guess one could appreciate it.
Need some company?
You must be Apollina, right?
Yes. You've heard of me.
Do you know Inezka?
Ну да.
Yes. Do you want both of us at the same time?
Оу.
Do you know where she is?
No, I haven't seen her in a while.
When was the last time you saw her?
Hey, do you want Inezka or me? Are you a cop or something? If so, I'll be very disappointed.
Not exactly. I'm a detective. I was hired by some of your friends.
What friends?
You must know Ida, Milena, and the late Frantiska.
Yes, I do, and they are most certainly not my friends.
And you're not afraid for your own safety?
I have all the protection I need from Roman.
Don't you care that some people you know are dying?
Actually, no. More business for me. We are just whores to the police anyway. Besides, I have all the protection I need from Roman. Now, would you kindly fuck off? You're scaring potential customers away.
Sure, whatever.
Ой, знаете, я только за. Галюны начались, да? Это плохо. Наш Густав всемогущий, да? Типа.
I like this statue. It reminds me of Ida.
Да, знаю, вот мне подсказка уже доконает. Так, нам нужно найти отличие, да? Сейчас мы его нашли вот прямо под этим деревом.
I don't see anything unusual.
Okay. Так, нет, скорее всего, ничего. Что здесь? А здесь... О! Что это? Что сейчас было? Что сейчас было? Вот что вот что это было. Написано, эта шлюха не заслужила моей любви, поэтому я предложил руку и сердце ангелу. Все ясно. Все, больше ничего, что ли? Слушайте, знаете, что мне эта музыка напоминает? Музыка как будто бы из игры Resident Evil Revelations. Ладно, здесь вроде бы ничего. Нет? Так, что я могу здесь еще посмотреть? Что, серьезно, что ли? Куда мне это вложить? Сейчас все закликаю нафиг. Что, никуда, что ли? А что мне с этой фоткой здесь сделать надо? Что-то я не понимаю. Так. Ладно. Так, что тут у нас? Я загляну в проходник. Так. Вот что я упускал. Вот что я не доглядел. Колечко. Интересно. Какая умная птица все-таки. Это и есть наш маньяк. Слушайте, мне даже страшно туда заходить. Ладно, давайте зайдем. Раз уж так просят. Здрасте. Вы кто? Собственно.
Oh my. Has my friend here stolen this from you?
He has, yes.
I cannot help but be embarrassed. You see, I taught him to retrieve shiny objects for me, and he does so remarkably well, don't you think?
Yes, he does.
Being a coachman in an industrialized world is not quite what it used to be.
Who are you?
On good days, as I mentioned earlier, I work as a coachman for the odd tourist or for the prostitutes who want to make their way through the city at a bargain price. On not-so-good days, my friend, whom you've already met, becomes a thief to help me make ends meet. On bad days, I'm merely reduced to being a homeless bum.
So you know some of the prostitutes around here?
Yes, I do. I've driven them here and there through the city streets. They hire me or their clients hire me, either because I'm cheaper than a taxi or they appreciate the rustic look.
Do you know any personally?
I knew one personally. On certain occasions we would exchange pleasantries, but most of the time I would just drive. She was very young to be doing what those animals wanted. Her name was Vladana. She was only 16 years old.
She was?
Yes, I haven't seen her in a long time. I fear the worst.
You said her name was Vladana. Are you sure it's not a Nezka?
Very sure. Vladana reminded me of a girl I once knew as a young man.
You must surely know about the murders.
Indeed I do. Anyone who lives in this district knows. That is why I fear for Vladana's well-being. May I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
Who are you, and why are you so interested in the local problems?
I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Gus MacFerson. I'm a private investigator hired by the prostitutes to help stop the murders. They are, for obvious reasons, worried about the situation and have no confidence in the police's competence.
Admirable, Mr. MacPherson. Admirable indeed. I have to admit that I have lost all hope in humanity. The things I have seen during my miserable life. You, Mr. MacPherson, have restored my faith. Tell me, is it true? Is there a new one that washed up on the shore of the river?
She didn't wash up. Never mind, that's not important. Unfortunately, yes, there is.
Did you see her?
Yes, I did. Don't worry, my friend. Her name wasn't Vladana. She was known as Frantiska.
Thank you, Mr. MacPherson. You've reassured me. You said that the body did not wash up on the shore.
No, she didn't. She was, forgive the expression, dumped there.
How is this possible? There is only one way a man can travel throughout the city without being seen, Mr. MacPherson.
The sewers.
Precisely. He is using them to move back and forth, limiting the possibility of witnesses. I've stumbled on a few underground passages in this city, but I never found any in this neck of the woods. Maybe you should start looking for some. It would certainly help you in your investigation.
Have you talked to the police about your theory?
Yes, I have. But who listens to a homeless bum? Especially not one who outwits the inspector. That Inspector Skolnick is quite a unique individual.
Unique, huh? Is that Latin for asshole? Where are you from, sir? If you don't mind my asking.
I'm from all over Europe, it seems, sometimes. I usually don't stay in one spot for very long, but I've stayed here for a while now. My legs don't allow me to travel very far, I'm afraid. But to answer your question, I'm from London, England.
Come now. You used to be a detective, or a cop even, right?
I'm a simple coachman and wish to remain that. I ask you to no longer continue in this line of questioning. Please, out of genuine courtesy.
Very well. Is there anything else you can tell me that might help me in my investigation?
I'm afraid not, Mr. MacPherson. Only that little theory of mine. I'm only a coachman trying to survive, and this little fellow helps me.
Speaking of which, may I have that ring back?
Dear me, of course.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
It's quite all right.
Интересное кольцо. Так, давайте-ка я погляжу на него. Ну да. Я просто подумал, что если вот это вот рисунки быстро так прокрыть, то получится как бы движение. Оказывается, я ошибался. О, Ида.
Gus?
Что случилось?
Ida, what are you doing here?
I found something that might help you.
Weren't you supposed to see the doctor? Ida, please don't do this.
Do what?
Help.
Why can't I help you?
Because it's dangerous. Don't you know there's a seriously deranged man roaming the streets, preying on women?
Oh, I can handle myself.
I don't doubt that for a second, but I'd like to know that you're somewhere safe so I can concentrate on the case and not worry about you.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what have you found out?
Oh, it's really good. I was asking a few questions of some of the women. Anyway, one of them admitted that she'd heard that one of the victims survived an attack and was hiding in the scrapyard.
That's great, but how reliable is the source?
I have to admit it's only a rumor, but isn't it worth taking a look?
Yes, it is.
Be careful.
I will. Stay off the streets, but first go see the doctor.
Yes, I will.
I'll see you later. And Ida,
Yes?
thanks for the info.
You're welcome, and I love you too.
Ну и походняк, слушайте. Так что это такое, а? Что это значит? Значит, патологоанатом, вскрытие жертвы из парка. И чего? Так что это такое, а? Что, кора, что ли? Растущая прямо на дереве. Беги.
And life goes on.
И все?
And life goes on.
Так, а что здесь? Опять галлюцинации, да? Слушайте, это уже ненормально. Гасу надо врачу, что ли? Не, он точно какой-то ясновидящий. И все? Он никак это не прокомментирует? Странный ты человек, Гас. Так, и что здесь? Вот проход назад. А что дальше, я банально не вижу. Ладно, может потом увижу. И куда? О, еще 2 локации стали доступны. Простите. Свалка. Сгоревший квартал. Я, по-моему, прямо сейчас на нем и находился. Но тут ничего интересного нету. Так, стоп, что это? Ну вот опять я что-то проглядел. А вот что я за человек такой? Слепошарый.
This reminds me of the Madison Avenue arsonist case I worked on.
И все? Потому что тут так мало вещей, которые можно смотреть. Прямо очень мало. Вот 1 и 2, и все. 2 предмета только. Ну, идемте на свалку. Слушайте, прям Лондон напоминает, честное слово.
What kind of a moron parks there?
Не, серьезно, прям на Лондон похоже это. И какой, правда, какой придурок здесь машину припарковал?
I'm out of here.
О, нет, так я пройти не смогу. И что мне делать? Ладно, походу здесь не делать нечего. А что делать-то реально? С самого начала, что ли? А, той машины уже нету. Так, я, кстати, кажется, я понял, куда надо идти. Вот сюда. Или нет? Ну да.
Hey, Kubina, open up. We need to talk.
What do you want?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
About?
First off, I'd like to clear the air between us. I'm not after your girls. I'm just trying to find the killer, and that's all.
You expect me to believe that?
Yes, I do.
Well, I don't. Everyone wants something. Just stay out of my business, MacPherson.
Yes, I do want something from you, but it's not your girls.
I'm listening.
Let's exchange favors. I'll do something for you so you can see I'm on the level with you. In return, all you have to do is tell that ape that's working for you to leave me alone.
Actually, there is something you could do for me, MacPherson.
I thought so. The gorilla's brother is locked up, isn't he?
Yes. Roman is a good resource and is the girl's main protection. Without him, let's just say, if you can spring him out of jail, I'll tell the gorilla to leave you alone.
Why'd he get arrested?
It was some sort of incident with the police. He supposedly punched one, I heard.
So, we have a deal then?
Wait, not so fast. Why do you want Peter off your back?
I need to talk to the person he's protecting.
Ah, Vladana?
So she really exists?
Yes, she does. Spring Roman from jail and I will let you talk to her.
To be quite honest, I figured you'd be more difficult to convince.
MacPherson, we both win if you get this killer off the streets. When you catch him, business will return to normal. Now go! You're wasting time.
Ладно. О, новая локация появилась. Опять. Мы вроде бы уже во всех побывали. Ну, почти во всех. Вот еще одна. Ну да, мы, по сути, везде уже побывали. Набережная есть, свалка. Ну ладно, свалка. Мы там еще не были. Парки мы были. Здесь мы были. Здесь мы были. Здесь мы были. Как тут весело.
I never figured out what that was.
Статуя как-то жутковатая. Это и вправду Прага? Или просто разработчики так, находясь в Америке, когда игру создавали, думали, что Прага так выглядит? какой-то. Подождите, я хочу еще раз на кольцо посмотреть. Знаете, что мне это напоминает? Это... Как там? Корона, вроде бы. Вот так вот на карусель похоже одну. Помните? Такая была в Диснейленде. Вот такая вот. Так, что здесь у нас? Это здесь все. Знакомство с кубиной. Не, я что-то читать не хочу. Если честно, мне сейчас лень это перечитывать. Мне нравится, что вентиляторы анимированные.
Hello again, my friend.
Ah, Mr. MacFerson. What brings you here this fine evening?
Well, I need a favor.
I thought so. What can I do to help?
I need you to be on the level with me about the Shiner.
What do you mean?
Come on, Kaz. What really happened?
Why do you ask?
The man you arrested yesterday, is he the same man that protects Otakar's girls?
Yeah, he is.
I thought so. I need this man free, because I can get precious information on the case. Can you help me?
Yeah, I can help you. But I'd have to ask a favor in return.
I would have been insulted if you didn't ask. What can I do to help?
Well, it's sort of embarrassing.
You can trust me. It's about the black eye, isn't it?
Yeah. The night I arrested Roman, I noticed something missing. My medal was gone.
You have a medal?
Yeah, I got a medal for bravery. I saved some children from the fire that happened a couple of weeks ago.
Attaboy. Congratulations.
No, thank you. Anyway, I noticed my medal was gone, so I went back to see Apollina.
Why'd you go see her?
Well,
Never mind, I got you.
she stole it from me. I have no idea why. Maybe she needs the money, but I need that medal back. My wife is getting suspicious about it. It's my pride and joy, and saying I forgot it at the office just won't be good enough when I go home. Please, get it back for me. I love my wife and kids. I don't want to lose them over something so stupid.
Если он их любит, почему
Relax,
он
my friend. I got you covered.
ходит
I'll
налево?
get that medal of yours. Just make sure that you can free Roman for me when I return.
Thank you, my friend.
I'll see you later.
Так, ребята, давайте сейчас на этом прервемся. Или хотя давайте вернем ту медаль и тогда уже закончим. Потому мне кажется, что серия эта самая затянулась. Очень сильно затянулась.
A locked gate with a car behind it. I'm definitely not going through there.
Ну ладно. Что нам остается-то? Так, куда Полина где была? Здесь вроде бы. Так, с ней поговорить не смогу, да? Или смогу?
Oh, you again. Stop wasting my time.
Wait a second, will you?
You are truly annoying.
I have information for you. It's about Roman. Interested?
What is it?
First of all, you're gonna have to give me the medal you stole from Stasek.
Why the hell would I want to do that?
So you admit it. You did steal his medal.
Yes, I did. That son of a bitch didn't pay me, so yeah, I stole his precious medal. Just because he's a cop, he can hump me and leave me without paying? Hell no, not me.
Okay, so what happened?
He came to see me when he finally realized that I had it. He started grabbing me and threatened to arrest me. Roman happened to be walking by and he broke up the commotion. He ordered me to go home, so I left.
Well, let me finish the story for you. He got arrested for punching Stasek in the face. Now Roman is in jail.
So, what do you want from me?
I need that medal. Stasek is willing to let Roman out if I get his medal back. Get it?
Of course I do.
Okay, listen, everybody wins here. Roman gets out, Stasek gets his medal back, and you...
And I get screwed for free.
Look, I'll pay you what he owes you, okay?
It's not the money. Here, just take the damn thing and get out of here.
Отлично. И это тоже здесь, я уже забыл, как ее зовут. Все можем с чистой совестью отдавать. Как ее там? Медаль? Стасику. Постоянно хочется сказать Стас.
Here you are, my friend, as promised.
Ah, thank you.
How about your end of the deal?
I'll be right back. Here you are, your new friend, Mr. MacPherson.
Who are you?
Let's just say I know your boss. He's waiting for you at his shop. I'll meet you there later.
Well, thanks for springing me, mister.
You're welcome. Well, that concludes our agreement. Thanks a lot, Kaz.
You're welcome.
Так, все, вроде бы на свалку можно идти. А хотя не знаете, что я хочу сначала в тот магазин нижнего белья пойти. И сказать ему все.
So, go tell your brother it's okay if MacPherson goes to see her.
Okay, boss.
Вот и все, успокоились.
Well, MacPherson, looks like you held up your end of our agreement. I'm sending Roman to talk to his brother, which will conclude my end of the deal.
Thank you for getting me out of there.
You're welcome.
I'll see you soon.
And now, I've just honored my part of the bargain. You may speak with Vladana any time.
I misjudged you, Kubina.
No, I don't think so. I have my reasons to protect this girl. Here, before you leave, this might come in handy.
Что это, отмычки, что ли?
You sure you're not a nice guy after all?
No, I'm not. Now get out of here.
Даже какой грубый, а? Даже я такого от него не ожидал. Так, где там свалка? Вот она. Давай. Кто смешно бежит. Заметили? О, чтобы тут пойти с ними еще покумекать надо. Хотя нет, ребята, давайте тогда на этом закончим данную серию, потому что очень сильно все затянулось. Так что я надеюсь, вам все понравилось. Если это так, то делайте это, что нужно. И на этом у меня все. Всем огромное спасибо за ваше внимание. С вами был Леонардо. До скорой встречи. И помните, веселье только начинается.